My name is Zahra, and welcome back to my channel, Zahralicious. Today, I am here with Akonilede Yoruba.
Hi Zahra, I am happy to be here with you today. Inú mi dùn láti wà pẹ̀lú ẹ lónìí nílùú Dubai.
Me too. Thank you very much for joining us here.
Kò tọ́pẹ́ o.
Mo fẹ́ mọ̀, kí ni meaning Akonilede Yoruba?
Kí ni ìtumọ̀ Akọ́nilédè Yorùbá? Ó túmọ̀ sí wípé a máa ń kọ́ àwọn èèyàn ní èdè àti àṣà Yorùbá, pàápàá jùlọ àwọn ọmọdé bíi ọjọ́ orí ẹ̀ àti àwọn àgbàlagbà tí wọ́n fẹ́ láti kọ́ èdè Yorùbá, àwọn tó wà ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà àti àwọn tí wọ́n ò sí ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà, bí wọ́n ṣe lè sọ èdè Yorùbá tó máa dá ṣáká lẹ́nu wọn. We teach teenagers, young adults and adults how to be fluent in Yoruba language and master the proficiency of speaking the language anywhere they are in the world.
Yes, I agree with you that we should know our language. A gbọ́dọ̀ mọ èdè wa.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
So, can you please explain to us further why it's important for you to know your language, know your culture?
One of the reasons why it's important for us to learn about our language and culture is that it helps us to know our identity. Someone that is born in US and he or she is from a Yoruba tribe, he or she cannot understand the meaning of his or her name. How will such a child, stand in front of people to defend him or herself when situation arise? If such child understand who he or she is, he can confidently stand and say, this is who I am.
I really agree with you that if we know our culture, know our language, we're stronger, because if we have an identity, we become even stronger.
Sure.
And us Nigerians, this is our identity. For us Yoruba, our language is our identity, our culture is our identity, and it's really important to have this in place. Now that we're discussing about Yoruba, let's start speaking it. I'm not fluent in Yoruba. I understand Yoruba more than I speak it, but ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ ní èdè wa.
Jẹ́ kí n bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹ. Sórí àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá ó le gan, which means some Yoruba words are difficult.
Yeah.
And because the language is a tonal language, èdè lóhùn ní èdè Yorùbá. Tí o bá sọ nǹkan tí o bá sọ bó ṣe yẹ kí o sọ, ó máa ní ìtumọ̀ ìmí. If you say something and it's not having the correct tone, it will have another meaning, right? So Yoruba language being a tonal language, one needs to study the rudiments of that tonal language. And the more you make attempt to speak it, the more fluent you become. But if you're always afraid, like, yeah, people will laugh. When they laugh, I tell them, when you laugh at someone that is making an attempt, you just make the person not to, try again in speaking the language. So it's important that we don't allow such attitude to get over us, especially children, young teenagers, in speaking the language. Now, the tone mark that is important. It's also important that we practice, probably with mommy, tell mommy, at mommy, can you say this thing to me in Yoruba? And you make attempts to pronounce whatever mommy wants you to say in Yoruba. So, Yoruba language is not what you can learn in one day. It is a process. It is a journey. And for you, you are just like a representation of other Nigerian children that are in the diaspora. I am not expecting you to be fluent or to know every word. Dear, let me test you now. Tell me 4 Yoruba colors that you know.
Aláwọ̀ sánmà, pupa rúsúrúsú, pupa funfun, dúdú. Let me think of one more.
One more. Let me add one more. This one is tough. Purple. Purple. We have a name for it in Yoruba.
I've not heard that.
What about grey color? Grey color is called awoeru. Back then, let me tell you a story. We used to cook with firewood.
Yeah.
And then, the remnant of that firewood after a while is grey color. Have you seen it before?
No, but I know that you cook with firewood. It brings out more flame. So my mom told me when you cook jollof rice with firewood, it tastes good because the flame is actually more.
So you like Nigerian jollof rice, Abi? Right
Yeah,
now?
I love it.
Right now, okay. So when we use that to cook, we'll have charcoal, and then there's something called eru. I don't know the name in English.
Is it
now.
like ashes?
Ashes, thank you. That color is called eru. Is that right? I have a question for you. Shall I go ahead?
Benny.
Oda. Kí ni orúkọ ẹ?
Ní Yorùbá?
Ní Yorùbá.
Ní Yorùbá, orúkọ mi ni Ọ̀nàpẹ́mipọ̀.
Ọmọ ọdún mélòó ni ẹ?
Ọmọ ọdún mọ́kànlá ni mí.
Ọmọ ọdún mọ́kànlá ni ẹ. Oúnjẹ wo lo fẹ́ràn jù?
Jollof rice,
Jollof rice.
ẹ̀fọ́, okra, ọbẹ̀ àti iyán.
Okra, ṣe mo kàn tán pé okra ní èdè Yorùbá.
Okra.
Ilá. Fún mi ní márùn.
Mo mọ̀ láti ro iyán.
O mọ iyán ro, o máa ń ro iyán o. Kòkó tí mò ń ṣe báyìí.
No, mo ro iyán pẹ̀lú
Ọmọrogùn.
Ọmọrogùn. My mom is always telling me that I bring ọmọrogùn, and then I'll bring it.
Omorogun. If it's poundo yam, you can use omorogun. But if it's proper yam, the mommy will cut it and she will cook it, and afterwards she will pound it. That pounding is called gun. Have you seen mommy do that before? Of course, no. Okay, so that process is called, pounding, and in Yoruba we call it gun. So tell me, what has been your experience speaking Yoruba? Have you seen any difference in you?
Well, if I have to speak the Yoruba language, what I notice is that first I think of a word and then I'm like, what's the meaning? Does it fit in this context? Because Yoruba has many the word may have many meanings. So I think more about the words than English. Since I'm fluent in English, I say the words because I already know the meaning. But for Yoruba, I think more like, this word, it also means this. Will it fit in this context? Yes, no. My mom and dad speak normally at home we speak Yoruba. If my mom tells me something, she's like, Emu omorogun wa. Emu batami wa.
Beautiful.
And then Emu iwemi wa.
Beautiful.
So as she says it, I understand because she's also pointing to what she wants me to bring. So over time, I already know that iwe. Oh, she already told me it's book.
So you will say that the more you practice, the better you become in knowing the meaning of such words. Even though you've heard it over and over again, you understand that this means this. Butter and butter. Have you heard that before? Butter.
Butter means shoe.
And butter. Butter is a type of drum.
Oh.
So
I know obe is knife and obe also means stew.
Okay, the pronunciation is obe is a knife.
Obe.
Calm down.
Obe.
I like this. Obe, dore, obe is a knife. And then obe. Say it after me.
Obe.
Again.
Obe.
That's soup.
Yes.
And obe. Can you differentiate it now?
Yeah.
Pronounce it, let me hear you.
Obe is knife, but obe is soup.
Thank you.